Listen up, guys. Listen up. Listen to me. Listen to what I'm about to say. Take the fingers out of your ears and listen. Say this with absolute passion. Say it with passion. The trend is my friend. The trend is my friend. The trend is my friend. So what you do now? You don't ever go against the trend unless you see certain things fixing to happen that I will talk about in a minute. Okay, since we've established the trend is my friend, how do you know how to take and identify the trend? Well, we could go into an extremely lengthy video on this. But see, I don't have to. You know why? We got it. You see this right here? This right here is a YouTube page. This is Binary Options YouTube. You know who owns this? Binary Options, MT. MT owns this site. This is his site. If you ain't subscribed to this site right here, you're either completely crazy or you're just absolutely walked through the door. Okay? You're either completely crazy or you just walked through the door. So subscribe to this site. Okay? Hit the little bell so you'll get all the new notifications. All right. Now, what you do when you get to this site, you start watching these videos. Look, I don't care how long they are. They could be an hour long, 2 hours. Look, you watch them and you watch them and you watch them. Not only do you watch them, okay, but you take notes on. You stop the video. When they say something, you stop the video. Okay, I'm going to take that and I'm going to write that down. Why he said to take this right here down, or why she said to take that up. I'm going to write it down. If you don't take notes and everything, if you try to operate just off memory, you're probably smarter than I am, but I can't do it. I can't operate off all on memory. Okay, so we've established on how you're going to be able to get the trend. Okay. This is one of the best videos out that we actually have on the entire site is by the man named Jazz Fran, okay? If you can't get this 17-minute video down right there, I would say watch it 17,000 times then, okay? 17,000 times. However many minutes is in there, 17,000 of them. Because I'm going to tell you something. If you can get this video right here down, you won't make no more mistakes. It's over. The mistakes are over because he shows you exactly what to do. Okay? Exactly. And this is a new one. He's also got one down here and everything right there. Okay? But we're going to take and talk about Jazz, okay? Just for a second. I'm not lifting him up on no pedestal where he's a patty cake man, but he's the man you need to listen to because, see, if he's making money and he's willing to share with you how he's making money, okay, and what it took for him to make this money, then, hey, look. You're going to listen to the man. You're going to do what the man says to do to make money. But most of us have a poor mentality. We're going to listen to people that don't have money or don't make money. We're going to listen to them over somebody that's making money. So we need to get it in our brain, get the brick out, hit that brain with it, okay? I got a brick and everything literally it says on it, brain tamer, where I can tame my brain to get it to do what I want it to do. And I'm going to listen to this man right here because this man right here on what he said changed everything. So you watch this video. You watch it because he establishes what the trends are, okay? The only time that you don't follow the trend, the only time when you don't follow the trend is on this, okay? Now, this is what he calls trend makers, okay? Trend makers. All right. You see up here on the GU, we're going to use the classic GU because that's actually my favorite currency to trade. Yep, the British pound is my favorite currency because a lot of my people came from Britain. But whenever it goes down like this, why? Why is it going down like this? You go over here and look at the 1 and 4 hour. Now, the overall trend for the daily and the weekly is up. Okay, this is when you go against the trend. You see that little pink up there? You see this little pink right here? They correlate. Okay, if they're yellow reds, it's even better. It's even better. Then if you go back in time, back in here on the 15 and on the 5, you'll start seeing these yellow reds pop up over on the 15, on the 5. That lets you know that sucker's going down. What happened? It went down, 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 down. That's a trend maker. Now, it's only for a day or so or 2 days. That's it. Then it starts going right back up in its overall trend. So you have to watch for that, okay? Watch for that 5 right there. Watch for this 15 to correlate because it's going to match up right here, okay? Match up right there. Now, when you see the blues coming up, oh, they got blues, man. They got blues. Oh, blues. I love the blues, man. Julian, boy, that what he has been trying to hammer out, it was like a 10,000 luminous light bulb went on my brain the other day when MT was explaining it. If a blue pops up on the 15 with a red next to it, that's what you call a trending blue. Okay, that's the only ones I'm ever going to take because see what'll happen is it'll go back up into its original trend. Okay, that's a trending blue pointing up because the overall trend is up. That's the only time you go against the trend. Okay, that's the only time. Listen to me. The only time. I'll be honest with you. This right here, I wouldn't have touched. I wouldn't have touched that. The only reason why is I've lost too many trades on that. I've always wondered why. I'm going with the trend, man. I'm going with the trend. The trend's down right this moment. Okay? All right? Do you hear me? Do you hear? Oh, that's the only time you go against the trend. Only time you go against the trend. You see, on the UJ, the absolute opposite went on. The opposite. See, started going up. But the original trend is down. And if you look from the price right there to the price we have today, you will see that the trend followed. The overall trend is down, and it followed it. Okay? It followed it. Okay? That's the only time you go against the trend. Remember that. When these right here start popping up, start changing your bias because we're fixing to get into something about that here in just a second. Now, listen up. Take the fingers out of your ears because this is extremely important. If you don't see those things right there that I just pointed out, then you continue with the trend and whatever is going. Okay? Now, here's something, boy, that I think that everybody has a huge problem with because I did until MT told me something that these right here were a signal in itself. And I would even say that the orange road is a signal. It's these BB bands, these crazy, stinking, thinking BB bands, baby. These BB bands are something else. You don't ever go against them. Okay? You don't ever go against them. Okay? Here's the thing. If the trend is down right now, like it is right now down, you see that on the 5? You see it on the 50? Down like that. All right? And you start seeing that trade. Oh, my God, did you buy it down there? Oh, my God, I bought it down there. Yeah, baby. Then all of a sudden it goes right back up. And then you see a yellow red on the 5 and it goes up another 10, 15 pips. You've lost that trade because you bought it down at the bottom. I mean, you sold it down at the bottom. You sold it there at the bottom. Wait for it to come back to the orange line. You see how that one at the orange line, this one at the orange line? Within 15 minutes right here, well, 12 minutes, you could have won 2 trades right there off the orange line. That's a type of signal in itself. Wait for it to retrace itself. The best price would be for it to go up here to the top of the 5 minute. That'd been the best price to get into it down. Don't sell it at the bottom. Same way over here. Same way over here. Don't buy it at the top. Wait for it to come down to here. You see how they're all doing? Wait, then buy it. Boom, off the orange road or close to it. Don't buy it at the top because it might win 5, 6 times out of 10, but it's the 3 and 4 times, 5 times that is going to lose. And that's where the pocketbook gets hurt because all of the other wins that you lost are gone. They disappear. They're through. They're over. They're vanished. Poof, right out of thin air because you didn't follow the rules. That's the biggest problem we got here, babies, is following the rules. Okay? Following the rules. I say out loud out of my mouth, I always follow the rules. Okay, man. So, see this out of your mouth right now. I don't never, ever, Buy or sell at the BB bands. I wait for it to come back to the orange road or above it or below it, whichever way the direction's going. Don't ever buy it or sell it at the BB bands. Ever. Because it will. It'll pull back. It'll give you that chance to come into it. But wait. Be patient. Now, we're going to take a look at something that Jazz Fran has so generously gave us. This is on his video that I just showed you on Binary Options YouTube that you should by now be subscribed to. Okay? I wrote this down. He's had it now out for a while, and I wrote it down right after he got it. And I put it right in front of me, and it stays in front of me all the time. When I'm trading, when I'm studying, it's in front of me. Okay? And it says simple 5-minute trending pink checklist. If these right here do not fall in there with your trade, well, then you've done a bunghole puckering trade. And a bunghole puckering trade is whenever you don't follow the rules and all of a sudden it goes against you 20 pips and you've done puckered up and lost the trade because your stop loss was 15. And then even if your stop loss is 20, it might still come back up 2 or 3 pips, but then it's going to come right back down 25 pips. Are you going to adjust it then or to 30 or to 40 because you went against the rules? Okay? Identify trend and bias. You have to, when you first come to the class, that's the very first thing you do is identify where everything's going. Okay? First thing, trend is a constant. Okay, the trend is always a constant. See, look at your dailies and your weeklies. That trend's always constant. But your bias during the session, and it's usually around happy hour when it does, bias will almost certainly change during the session, or sometimes it'll happen at news. Okay, now here's something I'm adding to this right here. When you get your bias 30 minutes into the class, what does MT graciously do? He comes in, we all say hello, okay? And then he gives us his bias. And his bias is 99% correct. So go with his bias, especially if you're a newbie. Always, even 6 months into it. 6 months, okay? Number 2, look for pinks. Do you see that right there? Do you see it? The trend's up. Boom, there it goes. The orange road's pointing up. Boom, there it goes. You could have won that trade, but you won it down here, not up here. Look for pinks. Best place to look for pinks is when price is near or touching the orange road, purple, which is the BB bands, or yellow lines. The yellow lines right here are the golden road right there. Okay? A lot of times you'll see an arrow pop up on them. So wait patiently for it to happen. If not, you're going to get a bunghole pucker and trade. Okay? Pinks can start out as small reds and change to pinks with momentum. A pink is what I call a kissy. A kissy, and they're delicious. I like to be kissed with a kissy. Well, that's sometimes like on this GU right here. Look at that little kiss down here. It was delicious because the trend was up. Okay? Mom's the word. Now, here's the other thing. Boy, this is something, man, that people constantly ask about. 96, 97% of the time I'll wait on these right here. See this right here? Look, see this right here? If this pink right here shows up, but yet that thing right there stays red, the whole stinking time this is going up, I'm not taking it up. I'm not taking it up, period. I won't wait for that thing to turn green. Wait for it to turn green, then you'll get it up and win a 5-pip move up. Boom, there you go. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? That right there is letting you know. The momentum is the key. The key. It's what turns your car on. It's what opens your door up. It's what takes your padlock off your motorcycle. It's what takes your padlock off of your garage or shed, whatever you got. When momentum flashes your color, whichever the trend is going, you enter that trade. That's how simple it is. Now, did it take me a long time? It sure did, man, to get that right there banged into my head. Okay? I had to get my brick out, man. Get you a brick, lay it next to you. By God, man, when you start doing crazy stuff, getting into bunghole trading, trades, get it out and knock your head upside the head, man. Whatever it takes to get this down, make sure that you get it. But you got to repeat it. You got to repeat it. You got to repeat it. It's an over and over and over and over thing. I've got a recording on my phone, and when I cut grass in the summertime, I had it on there constantly. And it says, perform these daily habits and make them into a habit. Make them into where your eyes automatically see it. You see the green momentum happen. You get into the trade because it's an automatic, like a martial artist. They perform and do things over and over and over until it is absolute memory muscle. That's when you throw a punch button, that thing's already been blocked before they don't even think it. It just automatically happens. It just comes up. They block it because it's memory muscle. That's what we got to get our brains to. Get your brain to where it performs these daily habits. It takes 21 days usually to get a habit, and it also takes that long to break a habit. But 21 days in this class, man, is like blink of an eye. It's hard to believe I've been in it this long. Every week, man, when the Friday comes around, I can't wait for Monday. And before I know it, when Monday hits, man, Friday's already here again. I'm like, good God Almighty, where'd the week go? But you can do this. You can do it. You said out of your mouth, I will obey the rules. I will, and do it with passion. I will obey the rules, and you do it. You do it every single day. You do it every single day. You do it every single day. Don't break the rules, and everything will be simple. There ain't no more bunghole puckering trades. You're not trying to squeeze the extra pip. Nope. It automatically will just come to you and happen. It'll just come to you then because you're obeying the rules, and that's the way it happens all the time. This is BR, signing out. Hopefully this right here will take and make us all millionaires, because there was somebody in the class said that we are part of a millionaire club, and I do believe it. I believed it when I was losing. I had to get this down. I had to get it in my brain, and you can too. I know you can. BR signing off. Good day.